This is Romy Mag. Welcome to 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything. Give our 2 cents. I'm one of them individuals that are like catching up on like Game of Thrones, and I must say, I just got to season 4, and I don't want to throw any spoilers out there. I'm gonna just say I was fucked up for what happened at after that fucking wedding. And I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm just dealing with that right now. And I can see why all you guys like that damn show. You never know what's gonna happen and all that other shit. So, without further ado, want to get the Rachel and the crew on Sugar Booger and Deacon Balls. The team, what's happening?
The big bad ball daddy.
Yeah, there you go. Deacon Ball, Karumbe, what up?
Man, the big bad
all kinds of aliases, but yeah, man. So like I was just telling the listeners, man. I'm right at I'm pretty much playing catch up. I'm doing pretty good too. I'll probably be on I'll probably be ready for season 8 come maybe a week and a half from now. The way that I've been moving with this shit, but yeah. That scene that happens after the wedding. Fuck it, I guess.
Watch it, study it.
Hold on, you said the one that happened after the wedding?
The shit that happened with Rob and the Queen.
Oh, the red wedding, yeah, the red wedding.
When they birthed everybody.
I was like, wow.
He's ways away. He said, wow, you got a long ways
goddamn long ways to go. I'm at fucking season 4 already.
Huh?
I'm at season 4 already. You talking about long ways to go? I started watching like maybe probably 4 days ago. 4 days. 4 days. 5. Yeah.
Watching things.
He been binge watching like a mug.
Yeah. Y'all talk crazy. I'm about to be finished with this shit. I'm just seeing what's going down. Yeah. So far I would say who I like right now on Game of Thrones a lot. Just at this particular point, I like Arya for sure. Arya's raw. Found out them cats that was talking about her like killing the Starks, and she rolled up on them. Killed, got her pretty much got her first kill, man kill that is. Then who else right now? I like the little boy, the little badass man. What is his name? Joffrey. Yep, I like him. I like it.
He made him so bad.
He makes you. Yeah, he makes you. He makes you believe his character. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're supposed to do. And same with his mom, fucking Cersei and all that shit. Whatever.
Cersei is a beast.
She's spiteful as hell. She's spiteful as a motherfucker, dog. She told what'd she tell the one chick that had her husband was fucking the dude or whatever, and she said, if you ever call me sister again, I don't know. She said she's gonna kill her ass. Basically, I was like, damn, man.
Cersei don't play.
Yeah, That's always interesting, and Jon Snow doing what he does, and but so far it's been it's cool. I get it now. I now finally understand like the families and alliances and whose enemy is what, and like the powers that they have. What's little man that's not able to walk right now. I don't know if he's don't tell me shit. But Bran, whatever the fuck you call his name, they got thrown for that fucking thing. I feel like I've seen the guy that plays Jaime in something else, man. I really don't. I've been speaking nothing but pure Game of Thrones language as of late, because of it. Like Your Grace and my Lord, my lady.
Your Grace.
You got into it.
Yeah, it's dope.
You doing D&D?
Shut up.
Yeah.
You shut up, Jeff.
That's that nasty. I don't even know what D&D is, but that sounds like that nastiness.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons or whatever they do. The live action ones. What is it called when they do the live action ones and shit? Where like
It's like Game or something?
No, yeah, I can't remember. I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, I get it. I get the hype of it. I get the hype of like Game of Thrones, and you know why everyone would be into it. I like Daenerys too. Daenerys is raw. I like Daenerys how she talks. She takes shit like from I think it was what was that one guy that ends up working for her, and the soldier and shit that was like flirting with her and said that he wanted to see her cunt and all this other shit, and she just took it like a fucking champ, you know, talking to him, and then the other guy that ends up working for I think it's something Delario or whatever, and end up chopping all two of their heads and shit. I thought that's pretty cool.
That show is, I can't believe they're coming on the last very.
Man, get him out of here.
Oh my gosh.
What is that? What is it, a dog?
No, it's a baby.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So before we go any further, man, I wanted to talk to you about one particular person, man. One particular person, actually an animal. You know what I mean? Tiger. You know what I mean?
You talking about Tiger? You talking about
Tiger?
His girl Tiger?
Oh. Listen, man, this is one of the greatest media stunts I've ever seen, and it works perfectly, to be honest. I watched 2 interviews just to see if it was consistent. He been consistent. I just think that he's not. I don't think he's PR conditioned, and he's been in the game for 10 years or more. 12 years to be exact. It was 2007. Yeah, 2007 when he did. He got discovered on MySpace and all that with Soulja Boy. But I mean, the fact that he's trying to to be that entrepreneur, I do respect that. I respect that young man for doing that. You know what I mean? A lot of people keep laughing at him for it, but I respect it. I really do respect what he's trying to do. Come out with his own video game. That'd be awesome. I just feel like his delivery and like his presentation isn't the greatest, so people are not taking it seriously when you're on like radio shows and or on social media throwing a ruckus. But at the same time, it is drawing attention to it. I don't know if it's gonna help with the video game sales, but I think it'll help with his definitely help with his music. You know,
because he's getting sued around every corner. Because all it is an emulated product, just like your spots, and you can find it on cheaper site on another site, the same system he sells for cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like it's a giant. It's not a ripoff. Because he doesn't have a point. Why would you buy a phone from Apple if you can go get a Chinese phone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They make it there for a certain amount. You can't get mad at that because that's what happens. They charge you a shit ton of money just for nothing.
Yeah. Well, I was tripping on like the DJ Academic. I don't know if you saw the Everyday Struggle.
I saw that one.
Yeah, but just how DJ Academics was with him, man.
He was seriously like
something about him. I don't really care for, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like
he was on some other shit.
Yeah,
because he's like, I can prove it to you right now. Let me call him up.
The thing is, he dick rides Tekashi 6ix9ine like nothing else. But yeah, I don't know, man. And Tekashi, Academics is what? Ain't he about our age?
Yeah.
And he riding this little 22-year-old this little boy.
He just wanna, I don't know, man. I kind of feel he was hating on Soulja Boy.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, granted, he was fun. I mean, I could see laughing at Soulja Boy, of course, man. But I still feel like he's moving in a good direction. He's moving in a good direction as far as like products goes and business goes. Like if indeed he does sort all that out, I think that'll be pretty convenient. I mean, if he do it at a decent price, just to have all those games like uploaded onto it. I mean, who wouldn't want to play that shit? You know?
But you have to pay the copyright people, and he's not.
Well, supposedly he said he worked that shit out when he was on Breakfast Club. He said he worked all that shit out. I mean, we're gonna take his word for it. If I want I want that arcade game. Like, and I'll tell you what, I was walking around Walmart yesterday. And Walmart sell them things, those up machines or whatever. That's got like basically arcade machines. A little bit small. It looks smaller, like a smaller condensed form of the arcade machines that you would normally see.
Christmas time here.
Yeah. If they ever come out with a Ninja Turtle joint like that, I'm copping that shit. 200. They want 224 for it right now. I want that. I'll take what? I'll take Centipede. Or is it Centipede? Whatever the fuck it is. I think it's Centipede.
Can you put change in them?
I don't know, but that's a great way to make some change. If people come by your house. I want the Ninja Turtle arcade game. There's sentimental value with that. I used to be like the little dumbass kid playing on that while their parents were in the grocery store or in the exchange real quick with the insert coins, because my mom sometimes she would give me like quarters and stuff to play, but for the most part I just wanted to see the game, so I'd just be hanging on that, and mom would have to pull me from that. I would literally be crying, trying not to leave that arcade machine, because that's how infatuated I was with gaming. So I would want the Ninja Turtle one. I would want that. What else? Running Gun, that basketball game they used to have. Well, they might even still have it in the in arcades. And probably the late if they can do the latest Mortal Kombat. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if you've seen the gameplay and like the fatalities yet. They put that on World Star, and I followed on Instagram. I was like, wow. Like the Sonya's move is dope. It's like one fatality. I think like she tosses you in the air. You hit like a helicopter blade, and then she shoots like the guns from her pads and shit. Oh, that shit was dope, man.
I know exactly why he put that gun in the pod.
That is not over here.
No, you don't think they would ever sell that here? That game was pretty cool. I didn't play it, but how you could play it and stuff.
Yeah. So what about you, Ebony? If they had if you can get one of those little small like up systems or whatever in the house, what game would you probably get?
Pac-Man.
They got that already. You can go grab that shit now.
Yeah, I can't grab it. I'm broke.
Yeah, they got that one.
Pac-Man. I want Pac-Man, Frogger.
That's mom shit right there. My mom loved that.
That's how old she is.
No, I like playing those games back in the day.
Like, I want Pac-Man.
I don't know, but you remember when you go overseas, you ever went on base when you deployed, and you actually played Frogger trying to cross the damn streets and shit?
I want them home.
Yo, that game has prepared me for that situation.
And she wants some cracklings and...
Shut up, Jeff. I'm serious. That is, if I had never known how to play Frogger, a human Frogger, you go to like Kuwait or Qatar or someplace. You ever been to them places trying to cross the damn street? You'll know, man. Play that game Frogger, it'll help. I like that. Pac-Man is special. What else?
It's an oldie but goodie, baby.
Shut up. I was gonna say Duck Hunt. Didn't they have Mario Duck Hunt on one of those at one point?
I think I think so. I think they did. I remember the Punch Out one that used to be in the arcade. It was like a green guy who used to play.
Yeah, that was good too.
Shit. Like Jeff, what about you, man? You probably get a Fortnite one?
I don't be on that like that no more, and I don't know. Probably something like, I don't know.
Not anymore?
I can't really, I play so much, man. GTA, I don't know.
Yeah.
Arcade-wise, Samurai Showdown, that hard. Yeah, I mess with Samurai Showdown. That's the shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that being in the arcade. So,
They used to be in the skating ring and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Go to the skating ring, play some Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, it used to be fun. I remember I had Samurai Showdown for Sega, if I'm not mistaken. I think I had that for Sega. Like Sonic isn't really, that's a at-home video game. It's not really an arcade video game. It's like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is like an arcade, like that one where Mario's like, climbing. He's climbing the fucking ladder and all that shit.
Yeah, she don't know nothing about no games. Man.
Yeah,
she just did a breeze.
No.
Little.
Like,
That'd be Samurai Showdown for me, man.
Well, I mean, you grew up with sisters, man. Well, like, what video games did your sisters play? Like, so what are some I would say, what games that girls played, man?
Mario,
Barbie.
No, Mario.
Yeah, I do love Mario. Like
my older sister used to like jump. You know, the older people like jump with a controller and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he used to do that shit. Oh man, I used to get so annoyed by that. I'm like, it ain't making you jump no higher.
My aunt Candy, she like Miss Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember that every time she would always like with me and my cousin Richard being there playing the game, she was like, "Can I play like Miss Pac-Man all the time?" Like, and so she definitely. So I would say Miss Pac-Man. My cousin Kyra, she was a ball player, so she's one girl you don't want to see on like on live or something like that. Like NBA Live, we used to go at it, you know.
NBA Jam, man. You got that NBA Jam.
Yeah.
He's on fire. You play that junk? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Air Dog, you know what I'm saying? Air Dog, P-Funk, all that, you know. I think, wasn't Will? Yeah, Will, Fresh Prince, he was on Tournament Edition.
Yep, that in the, what was the college one called?
College Slam.
College Slam.
Yeah, College Slam, NBA, was it NBA on Showtime on NBA on NBC.
Did I play with Bill Clinton and Jug Man?
Yeah. No, those are good times, man.
NBA Blitz or NFL Blitz.
Good times, man. Good times with gaming. We can talk about the national anthem with Gladys Knight. I guess yeah, you know, we got the Super Bowl coming up. Gladys Knight said she was gonna sing. Yeah, she said she's gonna sing the national anthem.
No, Gladys, no. No, Gladys.
I guess, man.
No, Gladys.
Everybody ain't built for the long haul.
No, Gladys. Love overboard, love overboard.
Yeah, let us sing Love Overboard.
Well, ain't nobody singing no damn love overboard.
Don't say Love Overboard, man.
I used to get the words to that song wrong, man.
Yeah. So I mean, another thing about the performers for Super Bowl is big boys. He signed on to do it. He signed on to perform at halftime. I saw that and I was like, well, it's only right because it is in Atlanta. But if this is like a legitimate protest, then probably not. You know. But again, it's a different time, man.
I heard they stopped showing doing the anthem at the games now.
Yeah, I thought that shit.
I thought they said they stopped doing
No,
it.
we still doing you know, they still have flyovers for Dolphin games and stuff like that. So no, they ain't stopping that shit. They ain't stopping that money. That's money coming in right there. No, they don't give a fuck about Americans coming together. This is about money.
We need to stop paying them to do that shit. Maybe our veterans will have some more money for stuff.
No.
I'm saying, instead of paying the NFL, if the NFL was that damn patriotic, they would take the damn money and do it for free.
Yeah.
Sense.
But yeah, getting back to Gladys, the aspect of it, my 2 cents on Gladys Knight singing the national anthem. If indeed we are protesting the national anthem in this degree, this definitely is I would say a setback. Yeah, I'm not gonna write Gladys Knight off because I mean that's Gladys Knight, man. What do you say? Well, I'm not gonna buy any more Gladys Knight records. You know how people do when they see shit like this. Your career is done.
Like I said, everybody ain't built for the long haul.
Yeah,
man.
There you go. You said everybody, like you said, everybody ain't built for it. So you didn't watch any playoff football. You ain't protest at the party y'all went to.
What party?
Yeah, I remember.
Man, I went in there and I saw it on TV. I was trying to get away from all the cops.
Yeah. So you ain't want to protest. You ain't want to protest, man. You take a knee in front of everybody.
How am I gonna protest? I'm in a room full of cops.
That's the perfect place to protest. You ain't gonna take a knee in front of the cops.
We wanted to get home safely.
Oh, everybody ain't built for this, man.
Built, man. We won't be gone.
Yeah.
My eyes was already red, man. I was up all night.
No, man. No, I'm messing about that, bro. But But like seriously though, yeah, this Gladys Knight thing. I mean, people gonna feel how they feel about it. I really don't. At this point, man, everybody's got to do their own, their own thing. And again, if Kaepernick just because Kaepernick does something does not mean that everybody else is going to follow suit. Like you have certain people that join.
Not today, people. They follow suit when it was hot, but once they start talking about taking the paychecks away, then the niggas changed up.
Yeah.
The way the paycheck is looking, I'm gonna have to take a pass. That's exactly what they said.
Yep.
Well, and everybody's people are built differently. Like Muhammad Ali. There was a clip that I saw like on IG that they played from like a long time ago, and just like Ali didn't care about the money, man. It's more so that that freedom, just that
he said, I saw that clip. He was like, if they don't care about my freedom, why am I going to fight them? If your car ain't did nothing against me, that's
like just the money stuff. You know what I mean? Like he didn't care about the money he was losing, and you can respect something like that. People are a lot more solid, and
they try to send that man in jail, man.
Had a lot of stuff. I don't know if I guess a lot of less stuff to lose compared to today's life, where all this again you're surrounded by all this money and things. It's like they dangle this stuff in front of you, so it's like okay.
That's what Monique said. Monique said they take the money now.
Yeah, they take the money, and that's how you affect anybody, though. Like even if we wanted to make change, if we wanted to find a way, if we really want to make change in America, if we want to make change to like the police and shit, fuck with their money. And I promise you, to change them, that's your livelihood. Like look at how people are right now about these federal workers.
Yeah.
Not getting paid, man. TSA, look how TSA moving. TSA said, fuck it. They're doing one pat down now instead of 3 pats.
Oh, is it true they shut down the Miami airport?
Yeah, they shut down the terminal in Miami Airport because of TSA not being paid.
Yeah, a lot of shit's going to hell in the handbasket.
Of course. Yeah, it's very.
You just ain't getting paid to God out of school.
Man, it's a very scary time. I'll be honest with you, man. Like with that, like this dude is really sitting on this wall, shit, man. He really sitting on this wall.
Sitting on the wall.
He's making. He really wants to build this wall to the point. You got people that are diabetics, man, that's not able to take their insulin and shit like that.
Think about these places that built the wall. Berlin Wall. Think about it. The China Wall. Think about it. Why were those walls built? He tried the same shit that was already done before.
Trying to keep niggas in.
That's what it is, honestly. The wall is really for us. The terrorism is being happening on American soil.
They ain't got no problem because shit. You get caught for driving drunk and you can't even come in any damn country.
Well, we have to see how the rest of this stuff unfolds. Jeff, you want to sing it? You want to sing the national anthem?
Hell no. I ain't singing the national anthem.
I pay you $3 million to perform at the Super Bowl. You taking it?
No, he ain't taking it. We doing fine.
I'm broke right now, so you know what I'm saying. I got to get that love overboard.
No.
So you'll perform Love Overboard, but you're not singing the national anthem.
Yeah, he crazy. I'm joking.
Yeah.
We doing fine just the way we are.
So you wouldn't take that $2 million?
Not taking it.
I can't say that, man. I can't say
Hold on.
I know you have.
Sometimes when I'm at good health care benefits and all that shit, I don't need that money.
That's when they do shit like that.
I don't know, man, because they got Travis Scott, they got Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and I don't know if Cardi's performing. I know she's doing a Pepsi commercial.
Why does Maroon 5 got a participate? Shit.
Cause Maroon 5 got family oriented hits. That's why. It's not a bad. My thing. They're not a bad choice for the Super Bowl. It's just that it's in Atlanta. I think that Super Bowl should have like the likes of that should be like an Outkast, Usher, Little John. Hell no. I'm sorry, man. No Future got to go. Yeah.
Why? You can't do Future?
No Future, man.
I just
Maroon 5
no future.
Not the Super Bowl though.
They can't do no trap niggas at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Colleges, the step team, something. You know.
She no damn step team. Super Bowl.
The band from the college, I don't know.
I know you don't know.
No future. No future for me.
Why? Man, see you niggas.
What?
Gotta have Future Hendrix.
One song. If you gonna have Future, then have Bow Wow. Then how about how you feel now?
Bow Wow ain't
got more hits than Future. Let's get that out of the way.
Bow Wow ain't got more hits than Future. Future. Talking about the dude that stole Scottie Pippen, girl.
You mean Future, whose girl got done by the football player Future? It's funny. Even if you take that $2 million, you still gotta try to work with people in the industry. You still gotta yeah.
I might get kicked out of my job if I get that much money. They don't want to have my good benefits and shit. They don't have to really pay for all that. I didn't think
when you do that kind of stuff, man, you can see how they like.
I got good shit going on right now.
Oh, that's another thing I want to see. See how they like when certain stuff go on, they like, what's the word I want to use? They separate from everybody else. They blackball you, whatever. So you still got to deal with it afterwards, man. Big boy still got to deal with it.
They're gonna think about that shit for like a month when it's trending. We live in a trending society. They'll be like, man, I don't believe Big Boy did that shit, and then they'll be back to bumping fucking Aquemini a month later. You not gonna play? Are you not going to play Aquemini now?
Me myself, man, I can't do it.
You're not. All right. So you banning you muting Big Boy now. You're gonna hashtag mute Big Boy. Is what you're doing.
I'm not gonna do it.
We could not take the money, honey.
I know Emily probably would, but
Yeah.
Why you niggas? Oh no, I'm not gonna take the money.
You are not going to take the money.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You're not going to take $2 million just to sing 3 minutes worth of your greatest hit.
Oh, they told me it didn't last anyway. You gotta pay taxes on that shit, and then everybody got their hands out, and then somebody go out to kill it. Hell no.
You have to pay taxes on the money you make now, and I'm sure people ask you for money now.
I ain't gotta pay as much as I do now.
After you pay your taxes, you'll still have more money than you got right now.
I don't want it. Everybody be begging for money. People try to kill you.
I ain't got no hit, so they shout a look.
So Jeffrey, yeah, you got one hit. You got Like Whoa, that shit we recorded back in Hurlburt or whatever.
Oh yeah, I still got that shit.
$1 million. So $1 million just to have me.
I put it like this. I don't know. You might can do it, man. I couldn't do it. $1 million. $1 million
just to have me on the chorus singing that shit, and you do it at verse, and for the goddamn Super Bowl, you ain't gonna do it.
And a luchador mask, nobody will know who.
But the thing is, you're doing it. That's the point. You're doing it, man. Like your favorite wrestler, your favorite WWE wrestler, man. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got to pay. Understand it, man. Everybody got a price, bro.
Because when I go up to heaven and he gonna ask me, say, Ebony, what happened to that one time? I'm about to be like,
I'm too brother for root, man. I'm too nation of domination.
Yeah, man. No damn nation, no domination.
I'm too nation of domination.
So you find out the creator of Grand Theft Auto don't like black people playing his video games. You gonna stop?
Nigga, it's created for black people to play his video games.
No, I'm saying if it comes out the creator said he doesn't want black people playing his video game, would you stop playing GTA?
I stopped wearing Tommy. I used to wear Tommy.
I never wore no damn Tommy. I don't think so.
Exactly. I used to wear him, nigga. What's up?
That's because it's out of style. Let nobody wear that shit now.
I'm just saying. It ain't it. I stopped wearing it then.
There's still some people that wear Tommy. I don't know why, but they do.
It's people who wear it now because it's like, I guess supposedly like comeback or some shit. I don't know.
So we just, how about we just get a black light out and start revealing everything bad about the people that we wear, the products we buy, and see if everybody still keeps the same product.
They won't.
Goddamn LS, what is it? The Law and Order SVU guy just got popped for child pornography. The director. Everybody gonna stop watching Law and Order now?
I wonder if they're gonna take it off the TV like they did Cosby Show.
Good question.
No, fuck fuck no. You know and I know. They ain't gonna take that shit off the TV.
You motherfuckers is Muhammad Ali and Jane Pitt and fucking Angela Davis ain't taking no goddamn money.
Angela Davis ain't taking no money. We know Angela Davis ain't taking that shit. Yeah, to the no. To the no.
Shut up. But yo, just like you know what I found funny? We ain't got on that topic yet. You know what I found funny? I was watching something online, right? Like Monique, how she asked for all that money for Netflix.
Yeah.
And the funny shit was they were willing to pay your girl all that money.
What girl?
But like one of the comedians brought that up. I think it was Red. When he was talking about the whole situation and shit. But I'll let you get into that. I'll let you start it off, Paul.
Well, okay. Here it is.
No, the way you talk, you have a disdain for her.
Well, listen, man. Listen.
You act like a nigga that she just left after fucking you.
How you know I ain't beat it?
$1 out of there, and now you all salty about it and shit.
How you know I didn't beat it? I'm just saying.
Listen. We just keep it real short, man. You're only as good as your last time performing in any form of entertainment. So I don't watch Tiffany enough to even say, oh, you know, she ain't funny. Every comedian has a story where their jokes did not hit that night. You know what I'm saying? But as far as how I felt and like the things that were presented to her, I want to say before she's been like earned the respect. That's a whole nother ball game from a global scale. I mean, she's been doing it for a while though. You know what I'm saying? She's been doing comedy game for a while, and people that do know comedy, it takes years sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of years to get to certain doors to be opened up, like them gate guards that Kat was talking about. All that, it takes time for people to get to that point. But but Tiffany, man, Tiffany is. I would say there's some stuff I've seen of her that I thought was funny, but not enough for me to be like, oh man, I love her so much, and that. Like I loved her character in Carmichael show. Yeah, like her character on the her character on the Carmichael show, I liked a lot. I did like her. I did like that a lot. I thought it was a good fit. I feel like that show should have had more seasons, just based off of like his subject matter alone. Yeah. I like the way he did his show versus how Rel did his show. Now I think Rel's funny. I saw Rel on this Shaq, like one of them Shaq All-Star comedy things back in like 2013 and 2014, and legitimately he was funny. I thought he was hilarious. But what they did for his show, I don't really care too much for that. Him playing like that same role with different characters, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't step into those alternate roles that they had him playing. But same for Rel, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeps working. They workhorses. They're getting opportunities. They're moving. People did come for Cat Williams' head when he said that she hadn't earned enough. What's her signature joke and all that.
He said she wanted a comedian. He was like, tell me your favorite. What's the name? He said she couldn't perform in front of a big audience like that.
Right.
Basically.
And I can
your favorite joke from her.
Yeah.
He's like, you haven't gotten one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he's basically saying that. There was another comedian that was saying like people were clowning Monique when she asked for the money. They were willing to give old girl tons of fucking money, and she like, you know what I'm saying?
They didn't give her as much. She said that she would take whatever Netflix was offering her though. Monique was like, I want all this money. But Monique, when was the last time that she actually did show? Was she doing shows? Has she been doing tours and stuff? She hasn't been doing too much of anything in a long ass time. And then she come in demanding all this fucking money, but she ain't been doing anything.
An old girl, and they were willing to give her a ton of fucking money.
When was the last time she did anything though? That's the thing though. That's what the point they were saying. They don't know if Monique is still relevant because she hasn't did shit in a while.
It's alright. She fucking. At least she can fucking.
We don't know that. Comedy. How do we know Monique is still gonna be good? Most of her comedy was about her being overweight and stuff like that. She lost the weight. Now what? She hasn't been doing tours or shows or anything since she did that movie.
Would you say that about Chris Rock? No.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't. Shut up.
If Chris Rock came in saying that and he hasn't done anything, yes.
What the fuck? man, you sound great.
You can't come in demanding everything when you haven't even shown that you are worth that in a while. She stopped doing comedy. She has, and then all of a sudden, one day you're just gonna wake up out of the bed and say, you know what, I'm gonna do a show on Netflix. But I want y'all to give me this money. But I haven't did comedy in like 5-10 years or whatever. But I'm gonna do a show anyway.
I see a lot of comedy specials, and they a lot of trash ass motherfuckers on that shit.
There probably are people that are, but we talking about her situation and Tiffany Haddish.
So Jeff, what is your stance on it? Like, are you defending Monique about being paid a lot or asking?
But I'm to the point, like, why would they pay somebody that hasn't shown?
Because and referring to Tiff, right?
Monique was demanding.
They were
willing to pay, and what you said they're willing to pay Tiff, right? So the reason, it's only relevance. The reason for that is just relevance alone. That's it. That's all that. That's really all that is. I think, and at least for me, I didn't watch a lot of Monique stand up. I've seen some, but not enough to where I can be like, yeah, she's worth paying so many odd millions, you know. I've heard. Well, I know Monique is like, she curses like how Cat curses, and she can be very graphic in her comedy too. That's a lot of female comics, man. They're very graphic for that matter. What's the chick? Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer's. I watched one of her stand-up comedy. She's pretty graphic. And then what's another female comic that's pretty damn graphic? That's not Margaret. Yeah, Margaret Cho. Margaret Cho used to be very graphic too. So it's just one of those. It's one of those things. That was just part of comedy, but even still, I guess even more now we can discuss before we get out of here. Like, the climate for comedy is just too PC, man. It's very PC, and it's so PC that you're just being offended. Like I saw. I don't know if I sent it to you guys, the video to you guys, but I saw that they went up to Dave Chappelle and was like, "You don't think that you feel bad about doing that piss on you skit like years ago? Are you shitting me? Like, no, man. Comedy is comedy. We're here to laugh. You know, yeah. It's still, yeah. There was no malice in that shit. We're not laughing at the victims. That's about R. Kelly. And they're changing the narrative. So
yes, they do, man.
And they changed the fucking narrative. That was about R. Kelly. That was not about the victims that were that actually happened to. That's what the comedy bit was on. No one was they were not poking fun at the girls being pissed on, or it wasn't about them. It was about R. Kelly. And apparently goons Dave Chappelle told a story how the goons rolled up on him. R. Kelly's goons, that is, rolled up on him about that skit. But the climate for comedy is just very it's very weak, man. It's hard, man. It's so hard to do a stand up now, man. Like, I truly do believe that if In Living Color was still relevant to this day, out right now, they would do what they can do to try to cancel them. But honestly, we need that shit. We need to laugh at ourselves. We need to be able to make. You need to be able to have jokes about the gay community, have jokes about the black community, have jokes about the white community, have jokes about Asians. Just we're celebrating our differences. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we get into a point where, like, it's funny until the joke's on you, but it's just your turn. You grow up. Yeah, I would say for instance, you grew up in a family, man. Like we got a lot of cousins and stuff like that. There were times where, again, we ragged on one cousin, and then the next time it might be another one. It's like playing a family game, like a family, I guess family games or some shit like that. Like sometimes where somebody will say something wrong. Like that times when we would play Monopoly and we would get on each other. Like, how could Ebony give up fucking Boardwalk to Jeff and shit? Jeff over there laughing, calling her stupid and shit like that. Like, it was
I'm happy for giving him more.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that shit for real. But
I don't give him stuff, man. I don't like helping him in a game of Monopoly.
you telling lies to the public right damn now. That motherfucker talked you out of everything.
Hey, I just started getting, but man, it was a brand new relationship, McAllister, all right?
No.
It was a brand new relationship. I didn't know any better, all right?
Well, you gonna use that? You using that card? You using that card for giving up Baltic and fucking Mediterranean? Every time I come around, I gotta see this fool.
Yo, them the low levels down there. Over the trap.
Yeah, that's the trap. The trap hotel. That's when that's like the Motel 6. You gotta stay at the Motel 6.
Yeah, you gotta come see me, man.
Yeah, but you fuck around and get that hotel on that boardwalk, you might as well give your money up, man. Forget it, man. It ain't even.
I had the whole corner on lock. I had all the corners.
Or how we used to go at it with the auctions and shit like that. That fucking auction thing that used to come. Yeah, we'll have to do that again, man. But overall, I think Tiff deserves the opportunities given to her, and and it's up to her to show and prove. That's for anybody. You know, like you can, Jeff. You can. But think about it. Think about it, Jeff. Like, let's say you've been grinding on the mixtapes, right? You've been grinding on the mixtape, and now it's come time for your mixtapes has been hot, and it comes time for your fucking first album, and that shit fly.
No, that's not like that. I don't think that's the same.
Yeah, it is. Their album falls, so the next one come out, you listen to it.
That's right? Like the way I see it is.
No,
that's like you've been singing songs.
Uh-huh.
But then it comes time for you to sing on stage. Like you sing in your house, you sound good in your house.
Yeah.
Then you go and you gotta sing on stage. It's a different thing. That's all he was saying.
Yeah.
Everybody can't do that.
Uh-huh.
There's plenty of people that can sing in their house.
Yeah, on stage. Yeah, on stage is different, and sometimes you have a bad night. Sometimes you have a bad night, man. That's all I'm saying. That's the only point I'm making. So like. Everybody wants you to be, and that's just natural. That's human nature. Everybody wants you to be your best every time you perform. Like, if we ever saw Michael Jackson on stage and that motherfucker could not sing Billie Jean right, we'd write him off right then and there.
Yeah.
So, Tiffany, yeah. The comment.
Negative about her other shows.
She didn't have another show with the next show.
She's done more than one show.
She does that OG shit. She got that OG show. She has the OG show with Tracy Morgan.
Stand-up comedy.
Or the last OG or whatever that thing is called. But
no matter
talking about her stand-up comedy, man.
yeah, and it's a difference. It's a difference because like Will Smith was funny sitcom wise. He has lines written for him and some ad-libbing, but like stand-up wise, I don't know if I could sit through a 60-minute segment watching Will Smith tell jokes. That's I will equate that to. Yeah, and that's all. I think that's all the point that Jeff is making, and I can respect that, and that's the point that Cat is not. It's not easy. It ain't easy doing that shit, man, and it's not easy standing up doing commentary.
Yeah, they gotta be engaged and listen to you for like an hour.
Yeah, that's why Chris Rock walks when he does his stand-up, because you gotta watch him. But like for those that stand still, yeah, it's easy to like play on your phone or something like that. But you always gotta watch Chris Rock. If you notice that when he does the stand-up, he's always moving, back and forth.
Yeah, gotta get your attention.
So Eb, we about to close up shop. What you got any rants for this week?
Man, I don't know. It's a snow day, and yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, I was about to say I got one.
Man, this is some lucky shit. So military, we get the day off because of the weather. It's not bad yet, but it will be. Let me tell y'all, we deserve this damn day off. So for people that are whining and complaining about shit like this, matter of fact, y'all people on the East Coast, was it Atlanta and all those places? It ain't cold over there. Shut up. It's about to be in the negatives here. Shut up about being cold. Until you like 20-degree weather and winds from Canada, y'all can talk all damn day. But us people in the Midwest, up north, it's cold as shit. So y'all stop crying and complaining. All right, put your little sweatshirt hoodie on in the 60-degree weather and stop crying about it being cold. That goes for you too, man. You're talking about it's cold over here in Florida, which I know it ain't.
Hold on, what you got? Are you attacking me? Are you attacking me?
Yeah, I'm attacking all of y'all.
Somebody always listen.
It's cold it's like 60 damn degrees.
Let me cut you. Who said it? Who the fuck said it was cold and it was 60? When have you ever heard me say to you that it was a cold day and it was 60? I would never. I know 40. I'll at least give you 40.
60 degrees. It's cold outside.
No, I ain't trying to. My thing is, somebody always got it colder than you. Like people I'm sure in Antarctica are telling you to shut the hell up right now.
And yes, I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on them to say, because I know it is. Alaska's cold too. I know it's cold.
I'm going to look up Antarctica Instagram and watch them, and I'm going to tag your ass and say how it's so cold here in Nebraska.
It is cold in Nebraska.
Yo, what this spawned from, right, was these people here where we live at, we got a day off, and they complaining about the base is closed, but they can't go to the commissary and shit.
Or the kids is out.
Well, they want to get the kids some stuff.
Nah, they being safe, man, because people here can't drive for shit.
But now, you can't even fucking see on the white line down in Omaha right now.
No, you didn't even read the damn thing. It just said that a plane just slid on the runway and so people are complaining. It slid. It was ice. It was shit. But still, these people are complaining, right? So our base commander had to write up a memo, pretty much apologizing and saying, hey, I canceled work. Come to find out, weather wasn't bad yet after all. This man did not have to apologize for shit. He was been safe.
3 day off.
Better safe than sorry.
God, I can't.
He was looking out for our well-being and our safeties. You know, military, your ass got to be on time to work. No matter what the weather is, you better leave an hour early to get to work if you know that weather's going to be bad or something. So this man was being safe. He didn't want anybody coming into work, causing accidents, getting accidents, anything like that, if the weather was to kick off and be bad. So people is bitching about, hey, why is this shut down or why is that shut down? People are worried about their workers. This is what's called taking care of you. You're a business person. You got folks working for you. You got to make decisions, right? All right. And it's going to affect people.
Yeah.
So, people is complaining about that. I don't understand this shit. But yeah, we are colder than y'all up there. So.
Yeah, for sure. I won't ever dispute that. I laugh when I see leather jackets. I laugh when I saw a leather jacket with 74 on a windy day.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Right now, we got our windows open in the house. This is hot upstairs with the heat on.
Now first she said it was so cold, she kept breathing out. Now she said it's so hot.
Because y'all asses be having the windows open at night.
Yo, go get that Future Hendrix. Go get that Wizard.
Did you say he dyed his hair gray or something?
Yo, he dyed his hair gray. He a wizard now.
No, listen. Y'all stop listening to what the hell he talking about with some goddamn Future.
Are you serious, man? The Wizard's nice.
No, like I said, his name is the Past from here on out. Okay, you refer to him as Past. He will no longer be the Future. He is Past.
He is the Future, man.
My favorite song by Past, and the only song I really like by Past, is "Mask Off," and that's it. And that's how it works for me. That's just me.
You don't like Future.
There you have it. And you don't. It's certain artists you don't like, but I ain't knocking you off for whatever. You want to like them. I just don't dig them.
Future Hendrix, y'all.
No, past Hendrix.
Like Wizard, man, the Wizard of Flow.
I ain't thinking about no damn past Hendrix. So Jeff, what you want to rock before we get out of here, man?
That was pretty much what I wanted to get that Wizard out, man.
Oh, okay. All right. So Jeff got the Wizard out. The real Wizards aren't doing that great in the NBA.
On PS4, the demo's out for Resident Evil 2. That shit,
yeah.
I ain't fucking with it though. It's too scary.
Yeah. Well, you guys be safe out there in the snow on some serious shit. Take care of my family. Obviously, follow the show. Show content and like videos and things of that nature. You on Instagram, username. The official Romy Mac page, and also 2 Cents, the podcast screen name, and the Facebook 2 Cents Podcast Central page as well. But for the legend, Deacon Balls, of course the other legend, Shuggy Bug, and of course your host Romy Mac. This is 2 Cents, and we out. Peace.